June 20th at noon o'clock. I'm sitting on my balcony. It's not too bad for Missouri. It's humid and I'm sweating, but it's not too bad. This one has a bloom, and that one looks like it's trying. This one had a bloom this morning. But the big news is that I got a replacement umbrella because the other one snapped. And in that, what has emerged today is astrological aspects that are buried in the what? The light body? I thought the light body was gone. All right, so they had taken out the supporting features, the body support, muscles and digestion, but there were still astrological things, intentions. So the previous umbrella snapped, and I guess I could figure out why in a chart, but I don't want to. So this one arrived yesterday. It had a 1-year warranty, surprisingly, and I was feeling very uncomfortable about putting this umbrella up because the other one was exactly the same, and it snapped at the weak point where the tilt is. And I was just going about doing like watering and stuff, and suddenly realized that I wasn't feeling as nervous about having this umbrella up. And then it came, we found the astrological aspect that actually broke the umbrella. And they took it out. And I felt they would have me say, I sounded it coming out. I sounded it. So my sound is your feel. So if I say it sounded, that would be the equivalent, but it's not the same thing. It's like sonar and Doppler and all that, what I experience. They're talking. P is talking. I call P a they because they signifies no gender or an ambiguousness or all or whatever. And it works for Mark too, so. But then, of course, I did then come out here and I pulled out my lawn chair and scraped my toe. So I said, well, what fucking astrology aspect was that? And they said, sometimes things in here just happen. In other news, I cut my hair. I did it like Jean Pio. Put it in a ponytail and then just cut it. And I know my scissors are not sharp enough. And my hair is so broken anyway from all of the stuff that they've pulled out of the etheric and the light body. It wouldn't be worth going it to anyone right now because it's still just going to break. But at least I get to have long hair now. I had aspects that forced me to have short hair, and me as me prefers to have hair that's longer. I like the idea of a perm, but again, it's not worth it right now. Anywhere like this, I'd be okay with that. Little condo for a month or something. But since I can't do that, I have YouTube. And I have a couple of channels that I follow, and this is one of my favorite. It might be my favorite. So they're still finding astrological aspects to pull out. And some of them made me very dizzy. And P is such a jackass. I'm trying to take the umbrella down and tie it up. And this balcony has a pitch. And it also has a metal covering, like turf. And so it feels extremely unstable. Yes. I'm calling Pateri a jackass. I've never had leverage. None of us have. But that went dark. Maybe I need to stop for today. Tonight there is no Cardinals game because of the World Cup, which I have on right now. But I just turned it on and I missed those because I was busy looking at the ocean and sitting outside. I didn't remember. But I think tonight I'm going to watch the Twins because Trevor Plouffe is calling the game. I think I'll be extremely judgmental and see how well he does. I think it'll be fun. It is now 3:04 p.m. and Germany and Côte d'Ivoire, I don't know how to say that, are playing. And I just watched them introduce the players. And it is so fascinating to me how different African avatars sound. It is completely unfamiliar to me. African Americans do not sound like that. And I'm talking about the combination of place and the individual astrology, the sound that is combined that creates the person, epically different than any people that I've seen so far. Intense. Oh my God, intense. I mean, that might be obvious, but I'm talking about how the soundings of the person is. What is this? So since the last video, they have bypassed astrology and put in a new way of being. And I've changed so much. And Mark sent me a text and said, there's a party atmosphere here at work. I don't even know what's going on. And I said, well, they bypassed astrology. And then they pulled it out. I don't even know what to say. They're still doing it to me, so I guess I'm not really accustomed to myself, adjusted to it. I have an Aries sun at 29 degrees, and that's been an intense living. But the Taurus that I have has Saturn on the midheaven and Venus conjunct Mercury. And apparently they just kept adding more and more of that, and it bogged me down so much and made me have to have such integrity that I couldn't even live a life. And it was so noticeable to not have that suddenly. But I'm not adjusted. Totally not adjusted. But they're still going to let me be silly. So everyone is going to be different. We are all going to have to adjust, but our timelines will help us with that. I have no idea how this is going to turn out because they are still doing shit. And I think we're going to be shocked. I think we're going to be shocked. We might actually see a huge demonstration of change in even the collective mindset. We're probably going to see government go away epically, because we'll all be on timelines. We will all be just who we are, and we'll cooperate with each other. We'll enjoy interacting. We will take care of the environment. It'll be a new broom. I think this is enough video for today. I have no fucking idea who I'm going to be tomorrow. Good luck as I watch this game. They are working on making it easier to follow because we've been so stripped. And I've become more and more interested as they've shown me I can follow the ball now. When I first started watching, it just looked like a mass of people running back and forth, and I would see the ball occasionally, but now I see the ball constantly. Now, last year when I went to a Cardinals game with some friends, they were talking about how they couldn't follow the ball, which was, I mean, we were way bad at that point. And just during the game, they worked on helping us follow the ball, which was so weird to me because a couple years before I was seeing the ball. And the only reason baseball players were seeing the ball is because it was on a coiffed timeline, although a sex timeline. Anyway, I'm almost enjoying okay, I'm going to say soccer because that's what I grew up with. And by the way, that comes from England. If you look up the etymology of soccer, it just didn't stick. They called it football. Football. Anyway, I'm actually enjoying this game now. I didn't grow up with soccer. It didn't exist as a school sport. Neither did volleyball. It came in like right after I graduated from high school. So I think I played soccer once in PE in middle school, what we call junior high. But it was not a thing that I grew up with. I grew up playing wiffle ball, flag football, softball, badminton. They're still working on improving our experience